Good morning, everyone. I'm so happy to see you again. We have freezing temperatures here and a colossal snowstorm coming this weekend. So today I'm going to stay warm by tackling some household chores. Among those chores, I need to make a blueberry loaf cake, do some laundry, clean out fireplaces, bring in firewood, vacuum the stairs, and well, we will see what else the day brings. And the first thing I need to do is have some breakfast. And I am going to enjoy one of the high-protein breakfast burritos that you and I made together in yesterday's video. Into the microwave. And here is our burrito, piping hot. So this is the burrito that we made with the turkey and red bell pepper and onion and, believe it or not, tater tots. And this is what it looks like. I forgot to tell you, there's also shredded Colby Jack cheese in here. This thing is powerfully delicious. While I eat my breakfast, let me show you a scene of the snow that's already outside. The snow in my yard now is nothing compared to the snow that is coming. We will take a walk in the garden later today. That burrito was good to the last bite. And with breakfast out of the way, we can get cracking on the blueberry lemon loaf cake. And the first thing I need to do is preheat the oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Then I need to grease a 9 by 5 inch loaf pan. And I have a cutout piece of parchment that I'm putting in the bottom of the pan, so I only need to grease the sides. And then I have all of my ingredients here. And I will link the recipe I'm following in the description below. So I'm putting blueberries in a smallish bowl. And I need to toss the berries with about 2 teaspoons of flour. This way the berries won't sink to the bottom of the cake batter. Then I need to weigh out my flour. Zero this out. Put you away. Then I need baking powder. And salt. Salt will balance out the sweetness of this cake. Whisk. So this is a cake you can make without any special equipment. You just need a few bowls, a whisk, maybe a spoon, and a spatula. So I need a couple of room temperature eggs. And whisk those really well. Whisk in sugar, vegetable oil, or I'm using avocado oil. The avocado oil will ensure that this cake is very moist. Then I need lemon zest, and the juice from the lemon. Then I need sour cream, 230 grams, or 1 cup. I just find it's much easier to weigh out ingredients. Beat that in. And finally, I need a splash of pure vanilla extract. This is the extract that you and I made together. We made a huge batch of it, so I still have several bottles remaining. Now we can add the dry ingredients to the wet. And I will stir just until the flour mixture is moistened. Moistened. Then I can fold in the blueberries. Yay! This is one of those cakes you can make very quickly and easily. Maybe gift to a friend or a neighbor. And where's my loaf pan? Here you are. And in goes the beautiful batter. And that was my oven telling me that it has preheated. Smooth the top just a little. And then this goes into the preheated oven for approximately 1 hour. While the cake is baking, I'm going to get my kitchen workstation cleaned up, my ingredients put away, and then we can get cracking on a load of laundry. I'm totally out of clean kitchen towels and kitchen cloths, so we're going to throw those into the laundry now. And while my washing machine is working for me, I'm going to head into the parlor and probably the music room too. I need to do some dusting. Also, I need to empty the fireplace ashes. I want to ask you whether you prefer to vacuum first and then dust, or to dust first and then vacuum. There are actually arguments for both sides. Because you would think when you were dusting furniture, the dust might be falling on the floor and then you would vacuum it up. But there's a whole other school that says that you should vacuum first because the vacuum can stir up dust that then lands on surfaces. So let me know what your preferred method is. Vacuum first, then dust, or dust first, and then vacuum. I'm using a white-green cloth to dust all of my surfaces today. I simply wet the cloth with water and then wring it out very well. The cloth is one of my best housekeeping tools. These are the forsythia branches that you and I clipped a couple of weeks ago. The branches burst into gorgeous yellow bloom in the moderate warmth of my home. If you have forsythia in your yard, by all means, bring some of the branches indoors. By the time I finish vacuuming and mopping the parlor, our blueberry cake should be ready. The cake will be our reward for a well-spent day. This cake smells just heavenly. And look, you can see the blueberries did not all settle at the bottom of the batter. They are floating throughout the cake. I need to let this cake cool before I can unmold it and glaze it. And while we wait for that to happen, let's continue cleaning and maybe have a walk in the snow. The white spots you see on my floor are from the ice melt on my front walkways and porch. Fortunately, the debris lifts off with a mopping of vinegar and water. Now we can take a short break from cleaning in order to entertain Goldie. He loves this fishing pole toy. My cat Binky loves it too, but she is camera shy. And with my laundry complete, I can now put my dryer to work. Then it's back to dusting in both the dining room and the music room. The second salon concert that Vicky and I were scheduled to play this Sunday was postponed because of the predicted snow. As you saw in a previous video, I removed the lid from this 1893 Steinway for the two-piano recital. And I should mention that I'm still using the same white-green cloth that we started with. I can link all of the cleaning materials I'm using today in the description below if you are interested. And since we are in the music room, I might as well spend an hour or so practicing. I really need to earn that cake. I didn't do it again. Well, it feels good to have clean, dried kitchen towels. This towel has holes in it. I think it's time to buy some more kitchen towels. Actually, many of you have sent me kitchen towels, and although I never asked for them, I really appreciate them. And I'm not encouraging you to send me kitchen towels. Let's get that straight right now. And these go into my towel drawer. And our next project is vacuuming the stairs. Stairs are done. And I just checked the weather forecast. We are expecting anywhere from 12 to 18 inches of snow on Sunday. So I want to bring you outside to the garden so you can see how much snow is there right now. And then we will do another video after the huge snowstorm. I looked at the weather forecast and oh my goodness, the predicted snowfall has now been increased to 25 inches. If you are in the path of this storm, please be careful out there.
I look forward to showing you the total snowfall in the next video. Although I cleaned the lower food garden back in October, I never got around to cleaning the upper garden. So I will have a big job here to do once the ground thaws. Here are the remains of last year's snapdragons. I will order more snapdragon seeds today. They are my favorite cutting flower. And today I can at least put away some of my tools that were foolishly left out in the elements. These are the green tips of the garlic that you and I planted together in October. Garlic is unharmed by the cold and snow. Here's a view of the back of the house and the lower food garden.
Well, that was a pleasant walk in the garden, and the snow wasn't nearly as deep as I thought it was, but it's going to be very deep on Sunday. But the walk has inspired me to go order seeds. I want to order more snapdragons because I had such great success with them last year. I also want to order a year's supply of carrots, celery, and onion. So let's head into the other room, go to the laptop.
I ended up ordering 7 varieties of snapdragons from Johnny's Seeds. You and I will plant the seeds together when they arrive next week. I also ordered celery, 3 varieties of onion, and my favorite variety, a pelleted carrot seed.
So I have selected all of the seeds that I need for the snapdragons, plus the celery, the 3 kinds of onions, and the 7 kinds of snapdragons. So I think I'm set there. Now I checked Johnny's for zinnias and I didn't see anything that I particularly wanted. So if you know of a good source of beautiful zinnias, an online source, please drop me a note in the comments below. I want to find some unusually colored zinnias. And with my seed ordering out of the way, I am getting very hungry. So let's go back to the kitchen to unmold and glaze that cake. So let's unmold the cake. Came out easily. I need confectioner's sugar, a bowl, and I'm not sure if I want to use milk or water or lemon juice for this glaze. Let me see if I have some bottled lemon juice. I do. I have this very good, high quality lemon juice, and I need to put on my apron. And here is the cake. I'm going to brew some tea, and then we can enjoy this blueberry lemon loaf with tea. I think Earl Grey is the perfect tea to accompany this blueberry lemon loaf. I can already tell that this cake is going to be super moist. It is beautiful. And I think we can enjoy our tea in the music room. I cannot wait to tuck into this tea time treat. Look at this. It is super moist. Super moist and super yummy. Another bite. Oh my goodness. And there are blueberries throughout the cake, throughout every slice. This is a great recipe. And again, I will post the recipe in the description box below. The blueberries really burst in your mouth, and the scent of the lemon in here is just energizing. Earl Grey goes very well with this lemon loaf cake. Well, we certainly had a productive day in advance of the storm. Speaking of which, if you are in the path of the storm, I hope you stay warm and safe in the storm. It's going to be a monster amount of snowfall for us, and I think in the southern United States, they are expecting a lot of ice. So please be careful out there. And thank you so much for spending time with me as we accomplished all of these home beautification projects and made this exquisite little loaf cake. And I can't wait to see you in the next video. Bye for now, friends. I'm going to finish my tea and cake.